More advances are being made with lung cancer. Here with the very latest, Dr. Jonathan Villena, a thoracic surgeon, and Lisa Godman, who never smoked but was hit by lung cancer and survived. Terrific to have you both here. We love medical breakthroughs. We are living at a good time for fighting this disease, doctor. Tell us about the latest hope for lung cancer patients.
So you're absolutely right. There's been major advances in the last 5 years. There's been about 4 or 5 clinical trials that have really changed how we treat lung cancer at all stages. So what used to be a death sentence is no longer the case.
Lisa, share your story with us.
I am fortunate to be able to share with you that I have been living with a stage 4 metastatic lung cancer diagnosis for over a decade now. And when I was first diagnosed, there were very few treatments available, and I was put on the traditional chemotherapy, which I did for about 9 months, which was my prognosis at the time. They expected me to live about 9 months. And sure enough, at 9 months, the chemotherapy stopped working for me, but luckily my doctors had tested my cancer and found that I had a biomarker called ROS1, or my cancer had a biomarker that made me eligible for something called a targeted therapy that addressed or targeted that ROS1 biomarker. And I've been on that targeted therapy for over a decade now. So I've been really lucky to be an exceptional responder to that medication.
What about the surgery process? Is it stopping the cancer from returning?
Neoadjuvant means before. So adjuvant therapy is usually we do surgery and then we give some sort of treatment, either the targeted therapy or immunotherapy, depending on the type of lung cancer that you have. Neoadjuvant means before surgery. So neo is before. What that does is it can shrink the tumor and make the surgery easier and then prevent it from coming back. And perioperative means you give before and after surgery, again with the same idea that it prevents the cancer from coming back after it's been surgically removed.
What should patients ask their doctor?
Almost every single stage of cancer is now treated with multiple different therapies. So if you have a diagnosis of lung cancer, you should ask your doctor if you're a candidate for any of these treatments.
Lisa, how critical are clinical trials and can it work?
Clinical trials are basically tomorrow's medicine today. I've seen great promise in these clinical trials, and research to me is hope. When I was first diagnosed, my children were in elementary school, and I wasn't expected to live to see them graduate from elementary school. But just last week, I dropped off my youngest child and helped her move into her first dorm at college. And so research is what made that possible, and I'm so grateful.
Wow, college, that's a blessing. How can people connect to get more information?
For more information and a great deal of resources, go to lcfamerica.org.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.